After 20 years, Heather Anastos, Director of Competitive Tennis at USTA New England, is going to be leaving the organization. And for most of that 20 years, she's had this great team right in front of us by her side. This weekend is their last championships working together. So we'd like to take a few moments to hear some of their thoughts about what it's been like working together all these years.
It's been fantastic to work with a group of people that every day that we get together, we always have fun. We share the same common goals to work hard, to deliver good services to the players, laugh a lot. By the end of the summer, my cheeks are always sore and they feel good.
It's been a great season this year, even though it's only the last tournament, the only tournament this year. But from the past, working with them has been very professional. I've learned a lot, and it's very enjoyable working with this team. Okay? And I wish Heather the best in her future endeavor.
I'll tell you, over 20 years, it isn't just work. It's also on the personal side. You can't help but develop close relationships. We've really had fun at the championships. You can't help but that. It's gotten more and more interesting over time with more and more championships. I still remember some things like when Bob and Heather visited us in Puerto Rico, and we had some wild times on the west side of the island. That's on the personal side, and as far as the championships go, there is no one better at organizing championships than Heather.
Yeah, I agree with what Peter said, 100%. But I want to also thank her, Heather, for giving me the opportunity to do something that I love, because when she gave me, called me, I just love what I'm doing.
After 20 years of running championships, this year may be your most impressive yet with the pandemic going on. Talk about how you guys were able to pull this off in such an unprecedented year.
Well, it was another challenge, and we like challenges, so embraced it. Looked at the landscape to see what was necessary to happen. Number one thing was people wanted to play tennis, so we wanted to get back out here to do that. Followed the state and the town guidelines, looked at the guidelines that we had set forth for the section, and a lot of it was common sense. But what we knew, though, is that when we got here, we'd have to enforce things. So we really needed to engage all of the captains and the players to cooperate, and it's just been a fantastic tournament that they've just followed right along, wearing their masks, sitting only with their friends, and but it's been really fun.
Well, after no tournaments earlier in the year, I was very happy when they announced that they were going to have the 65 Invitational. So, because, I like working with this team, so it was very good for that. And it was a nice one to spend it with Heather on her last one for her send-off.
The send-off.
I'll tell you, the reason we're able to pull this off is for a lot of things, but primarily, Heather has an exquisite sense of the details that need to be worked in order to make things run smoothly and safely. And she's really set everything up so it's easy for people to just comply with good safety protocol. The rest of it, everyone just loves playing tennis, so the rest of it is just having fun and having good competition.
I think, one of the things that the players wanted to play, Heather provided, the tournament, and it's with the safest protocol and watching everybody that's, to wear this mask, to keep it safe for them and safe for everybody. And I think they're having a great time.
What is your favorite memory from working with this amazing group over the years?
Well, first of all, James, we got to pluralize that. It's called favorite memories, so it won't take too long, so I'll do it briefly. I think that over time, it's how we all work together, and it started off back in the 90s when Viola came on board to help out in the district championship. She liked it so much, the next thing she said, I'm going to bring my husband. And I thought, that's interesting, that's a different angle of it, but bring your husband along, and that was the beginning of the Pete and Viola team that joined us. Beyond that, as we did more and more championships, we just worked 24/7 going from one event to the other, and when we'd wrap up one event, then I would stop at their house, which is closer on the North Shore. We'd start into the next set schedule, start working. Sometimes we didn't get finished until 11 or 12 o'clock at night. And guess what? It was too late to go home, so I'd have to sleep at their house. and then Pete would make all the dinner, so we really like that kind of situation. So
And good breakfast.
yeah. And with Edsel, so this goes way back. Edsel's been a tournament director for a really long time. And when I started with New England, I heard the name Edsel Ford. And all I really knew about Edsel Ford was the car that came out of Detroit. And I thought, oh my gosh, am I really meeting like the Edsel Ford? Anyway, this Edsel here is better than the Edsel Ford.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, but you know, and so Edsel, I got to know him when we would run events out in Western Mass, and he's just a cool guy. That's the way I have to wrap it up. Everybody knows Edsel, but we got to a certain point where our events were getting so big, and we were really looking around for lead people, and so called Edsel, and he said, "Sure, we'll do it." I used to meet him on the Mass Pike trade. It was sort of like pass off the supply box, you know, doing the trade. And from that moment on, Edsel was part of the group. He would show up every single week, so reliable. And he's always comes with gifts. So whatever it is that we like the most, he would bring them, whether it was melons for Pete and Viola, lottery tickets for me. Yeah, and the other favorite thing from Treehouse. Anyway, those are just like two of the many things that we share a lot about working with each other. And there's other people that aren't here today that really are part of that core group that we had that are so wonderful.
There's a lot of memories, a lot of good memories. When I first started off, it was a little bit, well, it was new, a little bit different from running the tournaments, but the team worked so well and I enjoyed their professionalism and we got along so well, we became friends. And so I started bringing stuff, it was like a family more, so when I came up, I was feeding them with different, you know, cultural foods and stuff like that. And we're still pretty good. Now we go bike riding after tournaments and, you know,
Play tennis
too, so we're playing the game.
You know, some of the great memories, no matter what, you know, I think work hard, play hard has been one of our themes. One of the things that we haven't talked about is typically after a hard day's work or hard weekend's work, we all go out and have a meal and share, break bread together. And that's always been a kind of a bonding session. So it's really good. And I'll tell you, you know, over the years, we've had championships that have had their own challenges. We've had hurricanes, we've had rain, we've had, you know, wind. But no matter what it was, we always found a way to deliver a great customer experience.
About the Sunday, you know, we had that meeting to see how was everything during the day, but then the next weekend there's going to be another tournament. So we were looking forward to be together because we became kind of a family. So we tried to, and that was the fun part, you know, because we work hard, but we knew that we were going to be together again, you know, with the meals and the following weekend.
What are you guys going to miss most about working together at these championships?
I'd have to say it's the crazy life, the crazy lifestyle and everything. Everything comes to an end someday, and the thing that's really good about this is it's the schedule. So you know that you're going to be together. You know that you're going to be doing what you're going to be doing. I think what's important is that all of us really have to make the effort to keep the good times going, and we'll figure out a way to do that because we're going to come to your house for dinner and breakfast. We'll go on the bike ride with you.
Yep.
Now, because we have to make the effort to really keep things going as we move on.
Well, the thing I'm going to miss most is, again, working with Heather. Hopefully the team will still be here, but she won't be here. But again, the professionalism and the eye for detail that she brings to these is unimaginable. Everything works so well because of everything she does behind the scenes and to make the tournament run well. So,
Thank you, Edsel.
you deserve it.
Well, you know, when you work together this long, you start to get to know each other. And it's amazing, You know, like Heather knows what I need to do my piece of the work and when I need it. And I kind of know when she can give it to me. And that, you only develop that, you know, when you work as closely together as we have over this period of time. So no matter what happens in the future, it's going to take time to develop that kind of rapport and knowledge, etc., to have things run smoothly.
I'm going to miss not being together as a team as we have been for all this year, but hopefully we'll still be close together, you know, with the friendship.
I'll just add one other thing in closing. I think one of the best parts of this whole team and this group is that we can make fun of each other. Life is serious enough as it is, and the fact that we can come out and we're with a group of people that when we make a remark they understand it's made in love, and we all laugh about it. And you know, it's unusual to be able to find people that you can relax that much with and have such a great time and come back in. So thank you guys. I love you all. Sorry we're gonna hug and kiss. I know we can't hug. Yeah, Edsel. Love you.